Jordan Ellis here for Local Can Mates. I've got with me Mike Hamel. How you doing?
I'm not too bad. How about you guys?
I'm great, thank you. So you've just mentioned you're in the hotel, so you basically stuck in quarantine right now until all the test results come back?
Yeah, so we got in last night, and apparently they didn't have the COVID test, so we had to wake up early this morning, get tested, and got to chill in our hotel room until we get the results. So finding ways to occupy the time and get the weight off.
Yeah, it must be tough. Obviously, I don't know if this is a first for you, but being stuck in a hotel, trying to shift weight is how's it all going?
Yeah, it's going fine. I got a guy I work with, Dr. Capo. He's got everything down to a science for me as far as grams of food and ounces of water I'm supposed to have, and he understands the situation we're in with the weight cut as far as not being able to leave the hotel room. So it's not bad, man. I wrestled in college. I've cut weight my whole life in a hotel room. Just another day.
And obviously this is a late notice fight for you. Exactly how many days did you get for this fight?
So literally a week. I got a week on the thing, but I thought it was gonna happen. So we started kind of understanding that it was an option a couple days before the fight actually happened. My manager had called my coach, and we were kind of talking about if we were gonna do a catch weight, what we wanted out of it, and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, once the contract got signed, we were a week out.
And at that point, is there any preparation you can do? Is there any useful training you can do, or is it just all about getting the weight off and just getting to fight night?
Yeah, you can still work on some little things. You can work on some timing and some tendencies that we maybe see and that Borics has. But I was already pretty much in camp, which was why we were able to accept the call. I knew a short notice was going to be coming from some company, so I was kind of staying ready. But then I was also, my big brother Benson is the main event on the card. I was giving him all his work for camp anyway. So if you're giving Benson work, you're going to be in shape. The guy's a workhorse. So I was ready to take a fight at any moment anyways.
Good to hear. So you just mentioned you train with Benson. Obviously, outside the big promotions, the Bellators and the UFC, there's not a lot of fans don't pay attention. So some people might not know who you are. I just want to give you the platform to, tell the fans a bit about yourself and what we can expect on fight night.
Yeah, so I'm a gritty, mean fighter. If I push the pace, I'm in your face the whole time. There's not many seconds where I'm going backwards or I'm catching my breath. I'm out there to break the will of my opponents. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's my favorite thing about fighting is feeling another man's soul crumble. And so that's the way I fight. If you've ever watched Habib fight, I think I'm a more athletic, better striker version of him.
That's good. Can't wait to watch him meet. So just moving on, it is Bellator. It's a big company, and it's your Bellator debut. So how are you feeling? You're excited? You're anxious? What's the emotions right now?
Relaxed actually. Like I belong in shows like this. I wrestled on some of the biggest stages. I wrestled with arenas full. This is nothing different to me. I know the level that I'm at as a fighter and as a competitor. And this is just another step in the direction where I believe that I belong.
And in the fight week process now, so you're stuck in a hotel. How long are you stuck there? And then what's the process after that? How many more hoops have you got to jump through?
Yeah, so we got to do a temperature check every day. And actually, your first question, how long are we stuck in here? I have no idea. I think that we got tested, what is it, almost like 8 hours ago. So I think the results should be in here pretty soon. And when I was out cornering my buddy for the LFA, we got our results super quick. So I'm guessing we'll have them pretty quick. If not, we'll figure it out. But yeah, fight week, we pretty much just gotta not leave the hotel. There's certain areas we gotta wear face masks. They've got private little workout areas for us with portable saunas and stuff like that. But yeah, it's not going to be a normal fight week for sure. It's going to be a lot more downtime in the hotel room. So just trying to figure that out.
And one of the big downsides to everything that's going on in the world right now is that we don't have any crowds. And are you someone who feeds off the crowd? Is that something that might impact you, or are you like some fighters are just happy that they get to hear the coaches clearly? How do you feel?
Yeah, so when I fight, I normally I don't mean to, it's not intentional, but I only ever hear my coaches anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna miss the fans. People are lying to you if they say they're not going to, you know
Mhm.
what I mean? If I get that big walk-off KO or I get a sweet submission or just a gritty fight here in the crowd, get on their feet, I'd be crazy to say I won't miss that. But as far as it affecting me, it won't. If that's just a bonus, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I still go in there to beat the piss out of somebody else and get my hand raised.
And your relationship with Bellator, obviously, is it just this fight you've signed on for, or is the longer term implications from this fight?
So I got a 2-fight contract with them right now. But I mean, after I go and beat one of their golden boys, I'm thinking they're gonna want to extend that. So we'll see.
Definitely, and you are jumping straight in at the deep end. Adam Borics he's one of the top guys they've got. So, how do you feel about coming up against someone of this level in your debut?
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, it doesn't really matter. I believe in myself and where I'm at, and I believe I'm at that top level too. I just haven't been recognized for it yet. But it honestly makes it pretty nice. I don't got to go through 5 or 6 fights in the Bellator low prelim level to work my way up. I go and I smack up this guy. I'm going to be right there. So it doesn't matter, man. I believe in my training. I think stylistically, I'm a terrible matchup for him. And I was actually surprised when I heard that he took the fight, because it's not like my record. It's crazy. I had a couple fights not go my way. One got taken away from DQ, but hey, lucky me. He took the fight, and it's going to be a big payday for me.
So yeah, luckily for you that you get to jump the queue. Basically, you beat him. You're one of the top ranked guys right now. So,
Yep.
what your route to victory? Obviously, you said you're a bad match for him. Exactly how are you a bad matchup, and how are you going to get this win?
Uh, I'm he's a real dynamic guy. He's real explosive. He's got some things that you obviously have to be careful of. He's got, I don't know, I think 4 or 5 flying knee knockouts. So he's obviously done some great things on his feet. But if you watched him against Aaron Pico, he was getting smacked up that fight for 9 out of the 10 minutes. He was in there. You watch his fight with Darian Caldwell, he got taken down right away and choked out. Not to take anything away from those guys, but I'm better on top than they are. I'm different, and if I get on top of this guy, it's gonna be a long night for him. He's gonna get claustrophobic, he's gonna panic, and he's gonna have openings.
And as a wrestler,
Simple as
obviously,
that.
sorry, as a wrestler, you're going to be wanting to shoot in for that takedown and pursue it. And then, as you said, he's known for flying knees. That's his thing. So, is that something you're
Yep.
wary of going in? How do you avoid becoming the next Ben Askren?
Yeah, I don't the thing that I think makes me a lot different than a lot of these wrestlers is I don't need to shoot in. I've got great timing. I've got good hands. I haven't been doing this for a crazy amount of time, but I hit hard. I've dropped sparring partners pretty regularly. Not intentionally, but it happens in there. Like I've got better hands than I think he realizes, and so it's like I don't need to shoot. And if I want to push him up against the cage and work for a takedown from there, I don't even need to change levels on this guy. I don't think so. I'm going to be able to push him against the cage and put this fight wherever I want it.
And so, just ultimately, how do you see this going? Obviously, I'm sure it plays out in your head. How do you see yourself getting your hand raised?
I'm just going to ragdoll this guy. It doesn't matter if it's the first, second, or third. At some point, he's going to quit. And it's going to end with me getting my hand raised, whether that's in the first round. I think he's pretty tough, so I think we'll go out of there. But second or third, man, he's going to get tired of it when he sees his knees aren't landing and I'm still in his face the whole time, and opening will happen.
And from his side of things, are you someone who studies your opponents and analyzes what they do and their strengths and weaknesses, or is it more just concentrating on yourself and what you do good?
Yeah, at the end of the day, if I do me, it doesn't matter what they do. Obviously I watch enough film to understand where they're good, what some of their tendencies are, what some of their bad habits, some of their good habits are. But I'm not one of those guys that's going to watch film for hours, because then I start changing my game plan. And if I go out there and I do me, I'm one of the best 45ers in the world.
Yeah. Well, good luck with it anyway. That's everything from me, unless you've got anything to add.
Nope, that's it, man. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for having me on.
No, thanks for your time. Good luck with the rest of camp and the fight. Can't wait to watch. See you later.